Hello and welcome. Here we are around the planet for the month of July. And it is hot, hot July. But I'm super excited to interview and introduce Zack Hoy. So Zack, why don't we start by just telling us what your current position is?
Yeah, officially my position is sales manager, but I consider it more like motivator.
I like that. I like that. We should add that to your title.
Yeah, absolutely. So, kind of what I do is in the day-to-day stuff, just help out. I consider myself just a resource for our people and customers, and yeah, that's what we do. We motivate, we become a resource, and we try to sell cars.
Exactly. Well, back in the old days, it used to be a little bit different, right? Because in the old days, it used to be like, well, hang on, I'm going to go get my manager.
Yeah.
The manager would come in with magic numbers and change things and then come back a couple times. And we don't do that since we're one price negotiation free.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad you explained what it is now, because it is a different job than what it used to be.
Sure is. I've been in the car business for going on 16 years now.
Okay.
So I've absolutely worked at dealerships where it was kind of like the case of the guy in the tower is what they call it.
Exactly.
Right? So,
yeah.
and then, you come out and they're like, oh, stop, get away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the case here. What we do is we're a one price store and motivate people and make sense of things.
Yeah, and explain it. It's the right car, the right price for the right person, and that's how it works out. It's a fair price. And so I love that. That's what you are. You are a motivator and an organizer and keeping things straight. I mean, it's not always easy to keep all the deals together and
Sure.
organized and timely to finance and the office and all the other things that you do too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's awesome. Love
and you
it.
enjoy your job?
I do. Yeah. Sometimes it's long hours and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but it's part of it, I mean, you could work construction and
Oh,
be out there in the hot July
day.
heat all
Yeah,
day, and
it's been hot.
that's also a long, hard job. So.
That is very true. So 16 years.
Yeah.
So where did you start? I don't even know that.
Yeah, originally, so kind of how I got into sales is I made a move from Texas with my now wife, and just was kind of trying to land a job, and
Right.
so I got into furniture sales.
Okay.
Furniture sales.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of furniture.
And then you're trying to sell it.
Trying to sell it, dealing with, I was selling like bedroom sets, kitchen
Sure.
tables, things like that. And my brother actually, he was like, man, what are you doing? You're selling furniture? He's like, you don't even like furniture. His wife is a controller at a Toyota dealership
Okay.
down in Texas.
Okay.
So he was kind of like, hey man, like I was talking with my wife, and he's like, I think it would be a good fit for you. You're good with people, and
Right.
you're in sales right now, and you like cars. And I was like, hey man, like, you know what? Let me go interview.
Don't you love when that happens?
Yeah. And so I went into a Ford store down the road here, kind of got hired on the spot, put in my 2 weeks over there, made the transition, tried to figure it out. Sometimes car sales can be a little difficult when you're first
Sure.
getting in there. There's a lot of information and a lot of stuff that like people don't realize in a car deal, right? I mean, different questions and legal stuff. And
Absolutely.
it's kind of like it's like a dictionary, like, oh, what's this mean? What's this mean?
That's
so
true.
it took a little bit of time to get kind of the lingo down, which, car lingo is a little different than regular lingo. Hey, what's a LTB, look to book, or, loan to value? And you're like,
all these things.
I got all these calculations I need to do to see if we can get
Yeah.
this car deal done.
Right.
So there was a lot of like trial and error, but once I committed to it, it's been great.
That's
So,
awesome. Well, we love having you.
appreciate that.
And it was exciting for me to realize it was a small world that I also knew your wife.
Yeah, that was by chance.
But totally by chance.
I remember I think it was my second weekend, spoke with Lee, and we were just kind of chatting, and then, it just came out.
Yeah.
He had mentioned Olga, and then I met
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And then I go home, and she's like, how was work? And I was like, good. So, I met Lee and Olga, the owner, and she's like, Olga? Like, Olga Payne? I'm like, Olga Payne? She's like, no way. Like,
Yeah.
I know them.
She's darling.
It just,
Yeah.
it was awesome. It was really cool to, and she had nothing but great things to say about
that's
you guys.
nice.
So I was like, well, I'm probably in the right place.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I appreciate that. But I've heard nothing but great things about you. So we're, like I said, thrilled to have you be one of our leaders and fill in all the time. Whenever you're needed, you're there, which I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So speaking of your wife, why don't you tell us a little bit of your personal hobbies or things you want to share with us personally?
Yeah, I mean, as lame as this is going to sound, like I guess one of my hobbies is hanging out with my wife.
It's a great hobby. Happy wife, happy life,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. But it's like, we're up here in Colorado. We don't have all of our families down in Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, so pretty southern. And we just have each other up here, and, it sounds lame, but that's like one of my favorite things to do. We could literally do like anything.
Right.
And it's awesome. I
Right.
mean, we can sit at the house
Right.
and just like stare at a wall, and
Right.
it's just, it's really good stuff. Other than that, like I got a puppy.
You did?
I
We'll
got
have
a
to show, you have
puppy.
to show us a picture.
Yeah, she's
What kind of dog?
She's a German short-haired pointer, so she is an
Oh.
absolute handful.
Is she really?
But it's great because like it was kind of just me and Sam forever, and we got the puppy, and she keeps us busy. So some of our hobbies are just like obviously taking her on walks every
Yep.
single day. And
Yep.
she is a motivator for sure as well because I sit there and I get off work after
Yeah.
a long
You're
day,
like,
and
"I'm
I'm like, I
tired."
don't want to do nothing. She's like, please take me on
Yeah.
a walk. So
Yeah.
I have
Aw.
to strap the boots on and go cruise around and do stuff like
love that.
that keeps
How
me
old
healthy.
is she?
She just turned a year a couple months
Oh
ago,
my
so
gosh,
she's
a puppy.
14 months now.
Oh,
Yeah.
so cute. Does she know what tricks does she know?
She knows like nothing really well. I need to work on that, but
Does she know
she
sit?
knows sit. She knows
Stay,
lay, stay,
down.
roll over,
Okay, roll over.
place, spin.
Oh, that's a lot. Spin.
Working on sit pretty,
Oh, what's
which
it
is
pretty?
like where
You'll have to send us a picture.
she, we're working on it, guys. First
You'll
of
have
all.
to send us. Oh, how cute.
She sits on her hind legs and kind of
Does she
does
really?
this and just
Oh
like
my
waits on a
gosh.
treat. So it's been a lot of fun because
That is fun.
I've kind of lived my life without like a ton of responsibilities at
Right.
home, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I've got this like living thing
Yeah.
at the house that I have to take care
I have to
of.
be home at a certain time. Yeah.
So it's
good.
it's a lot,
it's a
but
great-
it's really cool. It's
is great.
satisfying to just like watch her grow and kind of figure out her personality.
Right. And see it evolve, and show itself.
Yeah.
Oh, how'd you decide on that kind of a dog?
I had one back in Texas.
Okay.
Actually, when I moved up here, so she was a rescue dog. My mother lived out in the country outside
Okay.
of Amarillo, Texas, and I came home. It was probably like 11:30 one night, and I see this dog out there. I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, oh, it's beautiful, And so,
Wow.
like, was like, hey, get away, like,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And it was just like, I opened my door, hopped right in, sat right next to me, and I was like, okay. So obviously, like, went through the process of lost dog,
Right.
found dog, went through
Everything.
that, put it up for 2 or 3 weeks, put it in my backyard for a little bit. Nobody ever claimed. Turns out another gentleman that used to breed these dogs
Right.
left for Alaska and just kind of
Oh my gosh.
let them out in the wild. And
Oh.
so I was lucky enough to find her,
Yeah,
and just
very
an
lucky.
absolute awesome dog. And I had to leave her back because when I moved to Colorado, obviously
Right.
wasn't in a position to like buy a house or
No,
anything like
right.
that. We were 20 years old.
Yeah.
And she was on, 20 acres, so I couldn't
Right.
take her away
No,
from that and
no.
work all the time and have her stuck in an apartment.
Exactly, no.
So we wished I could have brought her here.
Sure,
And
yeah.
timing was wrong, so
Yeah.
just always wanted to kind of get that relationship started back
Sure.
up and
I
go
love
through that. And,
Oh, what
it's
are they
really
known
awesome.
for? I can't wait to see the
So they're
picture of
hunting
her.
dogs. They're
That's what
bird
I was
dogs.
thinking. They were bird
Yeah,
dogs.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Does she do the point thing?
she
You
does
know how they
point.
do that?
She does
Yeah.
point, and it's kind of funny because a lot of that's like, it's instinct.
I know.
Like you don't teach it. You
My
can
Irish setter would do that.
yeah. So almost the same dog, just a little different
Okay,
look. But yeah,
okay.
same kind of demeanor and energy and things
yeah,
like
a lot of
that. But
energy.
I mean, they're full of energy.
I know, but they're so
it's crazy,
sweet.
but it's awesome because
Oh,
they're so loving too. They're just
Yeah.
they're beautiful dogs, beautiful personality, and it's keeping me fit. That's for
Good.
sure. Yeah.
that's awesome. Well, I
Yeah.
can't wait. Like I said, bring us a picture. We'll put her on.
Absolutely.
What's her name?
Abigail is her official name.
Abigail.
Abigail Lou Hoy.
I love
Nice
it.
southern name for her, but she
Abigail
goes by
Lou.
Abby.
She goes by Abby, but it's Abigail Lou.
Yep.
That's really sweet.
Yep. And she's a diva.
I love it. Yeah.
She's a diva.
I love that.
great.
I can't wait to see her. And I can't wait to see Sam, too.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Sam's great.
It's going to be fun to see her.
She's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, what do you do in the winter? Because you're from Texas, you probably don't ski, or do you?
Well, I used to.
Did you?
I used to snowboard quite often. I guess it's probably been 6 years since I went up. Kind of tweaked my knee a little bit.
Oh, no.
And was just like,
Yeah, probably not worth it then.
Yeah. So
No.
other than that, traffic gets so bad going up there. And
I know.
like the big thing about skiing or snowboarding in Colorado, like it's really awesome if you can go and spend the time.
Right.
Hey, I spent 3 days in Breckenridge
Exactly,
or wherever
exactly.
the case is. Like it's awesome
Right.
because you don't have to deal with the traffic.
That traffic is brutal.
But
it
it's
really
like-
is.
You wake up at 5 a.m, you go catch the first chair, then
Yeah.
you spend 4 hours coming back in
Right.
traffic, and I'm just like, on my day off, I
On your
just
day,
kinda
is it
wanna
really
hang
worth
out,
it? Yeah. I
It's
hear you.
like, so.
I hear you.
In the winter, we what do we do? Hang out.
You live life.
We live life.
You live
we,
life. That's what you're doing.
Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
living life to
We,
its fullest. You're a young couple, and just enjoying life.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful hobby, I think.
Yeah, we're a little more into the gym in the wintertime rather than like going
Right.
out and walking and stuff.
Right.
Started working with my little pup on getting on the treadmill. So running her on the treadmill a
Is it
little bit.
working?
Somewhat.
We gotta see a video.
It takes time. It takes time for sure. But yeah,
She'll do it.
if it's snowing out there, I'm like, I can't take you.
No,
out,
you're
you know
like,
what I
we're
mean? I'm
just
like-
going to go do that.
But she's like, I want to do something. And it's
I
like,
love that. I
yeah.
would never have thought of that.
Yeah.
So you get on with her or by herself?
So she gets on by herself, but I kind of hold a
Yeah.
leash to her.
Yeah,
and
so she
kind of-
understands,
Yeah,
Oh, you got to
so-
send a video of that.
Yeah.
I've not seen a dog do that.
It's not that impressive yet.
It kind
I
of,
will be
but still to even for her
honest.
to know and not get stuck and be flown
Yeah.
off.
Not sure she likes it quite yet, but she will. I
She
promise,
will.
I
She
promise.
will. So what's your favorite thing to do at the gym? Do you guys do weights or do you do cardio?
Yeah, mainly weights.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little setup at my house, so
Oh, nice.
We were able to kind of cancel the gym membership. And you would think like
Really nice.
having a gym in your house, you would get in there more, and you don't.
Not me. I wouldn't go down there once. I'd
You
start
know.
storing stuff in there.
You gotta. I guess it's like anything else. You gotta be motivated.
You have to be motivated.
You gotta get in that
And you have to
zone.
like it. I don't know. Everybody says they work out and they get that euphoria feeling. I mean,
Not me.
never
I feel
get
like
it.
I'm like,
I'm like, why am I doing this? Because we have to. We worked out this morning, and I was laughing because it's the same thing. It's our 10-year anniversary at our gym, and Lee's like, we've been here 10 years. And I said, I like it as much then as I do now. Wow. I can't
lucky
stand
you.
it. But we have to do it. It's good for our health.
Yep.
And so it's good that you guys are doing it. And
Yeah.
Sam does weights too.
Yeah, she's in there way more than I.
Is she
I was
really? Good
actually
for
joking
her.
around with the guys. I was like, man, I probably haven't been in there in 2 or 3 months. I haven't even cracked the door.
And she's been going, good for her. She's going to watch this, just so you know. Really, he does sneak in every now and then, right? People just,
I do.
the
Sam.
dust.
Promise you.
I go in to clean it, because I like to clean. But we're quick.
Yeah, but just really with the puppy, it's like it's a
you're
lot
busy.
of cardio.
You're busy.
So like one of my rocks is average 8 miles a week
I love
running with my
that.
dog.
That's
so
a great rock to have.
it's one of those things where it's like sometimes it's like, oh, I do not want to do this.
I know.
But it's like I made a commitment.
And you're going to report out next week, right? That's what I'm like, get that rock going.
Yeah.
That's such a good thing. I'm thinking we should do that in our home personally. Because then like a honey-do list would be like, here's my rock, here's your rock. And then you don't nag till the next week and you're like, how's your rock?
Right.
So I love that that's one of your rocks to do 8
Yeah.
miles.
Yeah.
It's great.
It sounds great.
It is
sounds
good.
great.
Are you kidding me? That's huge. I know
Yeah.
since you and Sam both work, who likes to cook, or do you guys go out more? Or,
We're kind of 50-50,
Okay.
I'm a big, I bought a smoker when
Okay.
that was like it's so
I
funny.
think who doesn't have a smoker here? That's what I
Yeah.
want to know.
I
'Cause
mean,
we haven't really done much of that yet.
It's awesome. So I closed on my house and directly went and bought a
Did
smoker.
you really?
And I
I
put
love
that
it.
together before any of our stuff was up. So Sam was like, oh my gosh, this guy.
He's like, you're in charge of dinner then.
But I enjoy smoking anything. Steaks,
Anything.
chicken, whole chicken,
Wow.
chicken wings.
Everything.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
I like New
what are you
York's.
best at?
What am I best at? everything. No, I'm just kidding. Sam would say that because she's so nice. But I would say a New York steak I'm probably the best at.
Okay.
Although my chicken wings, I've got it dialed in to where
Really?
that may be, and it's a lot cheaper than New York.
You're going to have to
you know
show
what
us
I mean?
pictures of that. What's your seasoning?
So like a wing dust is
Okay,
the best
okay.
deal. So kind of what I do is I used to do like a really low and slow for the wings, and
Right.
I have like a fire pot where it's direct access above
Okay.
the grate. Move that over and kind of run them on the fire after
All
that
right.
to kind of tighten up the
Yeah.
skin.
Uh-huh.
Now what I figured out after doing it so many times and being like, oh, this, it's kind of rubbery. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I want it like the restaurant.
Right,
you know?
right.
So what I've now started doing is I do a little higher temperature. So I do like 250
Okay.
for about 45 minutes. And then after that, I actually get like a cooking spray, like an
Okay, yeah,
olive
yeah.
oil,
Uh-huh.
spray the top of them, flip them,
Okay.
spray the other side. And the reason why I do it at the 45 minute mark is because they call it the bark,
Oh.
so the seasoning sticks to the skin.
Okay.
So then I flip them, obviously sprayed them, and then I bump it up to 300 degrees and check in on it at about 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then you can kind of flip them, make sure they're even and
Now, do
stuff
you flip
like
individual or do you have a pan that flips all of them?
that. I need to get a pan.
Because that
honestly.
individual thing, I think I'd be like, okay, I'm getting tired of this.
Yeah,
But I
so
wonder if
like-
they had a vegetable pan that they can flip those things. Have you seen those?
I have.
They kind of open, they're metal. Yeah, I mean, I haven't used it, but in
Yeah,
theory, would it
it's-
work, I wonder.
That's honestly a really great idea.
But if you're out there anyway, having fun, you're just enjoying yourself, and it's a slow flip.
The problem is like you go in there and you're reaching to the back and then you burn your arm, and you're like,
Sure.
ah! And it's
For
like
sure.
on July 4th, it was like I did like 50 wings,
Oh my gosh.
and so I was sitting there like,
You're like, okay, that's my workout right there, Sam. Forget. I'm not going to the gym.
yeah, but it's really fun just like experimenting and doing stuff like that on the
yeah.
smoker. But
I love
I
that.
guess to get to your point, we both cook.
Good.
She's more on the healthier side.
Yeah, yeah.
So she keeps me in tune on
That's
that
great.
on that aspect of things.
Right.
So yeah, 50-50 on cooking.
I love that. Well, that's you have since you just have everything dialed in perfectly. You guys have been together a long time.
We have.
And it shows, and I'm so happy that you're happy and Sam's happy, and
Yeah, it's a blessing, I tell you. I'm blessed.
it is truly a blessing. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I do agree with you.
You never, growing up, you imagine like what a wife or a
Right.
husband or
Right,
what a
right.
marriage looks like, and I
Yeah.
just honestly never thought that I could have something like this.
I
and
love
it's
that.
just it's
That's
really
beautiful.
great. Don't want to get all emotional here.
No, but yeah, but we can. It's beautiful. I cry with you. So.
She's great.
I love that. So, Zack, if somebody's watching you, one of our salespeople, and they are like, I want to be Zack, I want to be a sales manager, what would you say they need to do to prepare for that job?
I would say the most important thing, at least, I mean, this is tried and true in kind of what I've done, is it's committing. It's committing to the business. A lot of times, and I'm guilty of this, when I got into the car business, right, there was a lot of figuring it out.
Right.
So, a lot of people get overwhelmed by that.
Mm-hmm.
And like a really big piece for me and my success was actually committing to the business.
As
And
a
what are-
career, like this is my career. Is that what you mean?
Exactly. So a lot of times people will like get hired and they have their foot,
Right.
right
It's just a
here.
temporary job kind
And
of thing.
it's like, oh, if something better comes along, I'm gonna hop on that or whatever. It's like the story of
Sure.
sink the ship, right?
Yeah.
Like you're on this job island. You're here, right here. You're looking for treasure,
Yeah.
but you're also got your eyeglass out looking for other treasures. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, there's treasure right here.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Like, so that was like, honestly, if there's one thing I can tell somebody about success, it's actually owning and committing to a career, which is just really important. Once you do that, like everything, it's just different. I
Right.
mean, that was so important for me
That's
because
great
I was always
feedback.
like, oh, I want to make good money. I
Sure.
want to do this. I want to do that. But I was always kind of had my eyeglass out looking for a different opportunity. And then finally I was just like, I really put together a couple of good months as a salesperson. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
this is a really fun
Right.
job
Yeah.
when you're selling cars,
Yeah.
making money.
And they're new
Having fun.
New ones come in all the time, so you don't get totally bored with the same product. You get some new product.
I mean, it was, that is absolutely the most important thing is
Okay.
obviously just committing to the business. Being consistent is another, like, a thing a lot of people struggle with is just like commitment into the business, right? Sometimes you get a bunch of customers that, don't want to buy or bought a product elsewhere, and that's okay because it's a choice,
Right.
and it's just like consistently having a good attitude, consistently willing to help somebody,
Right.
consistently trying to find an answer to their problem, those are probably the three biggest things, because what I do, I think anybody can do, I'm not special by any means. I try to think I'm good at what I do.
You're
but
committed.
the reason I'm good is I'm committed. I've sunk the ship, and I try to just have consistency with my
That is
people.
really great feedback. I don't think I've heard that. We do a lot of interviews, and I think anybody's ever really said just commit to this career. And
Yeah.
it's true. That is a great point.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Time on task.
there's a lot of opportunity everywhere, but there's a lot of opportunity in the car business. It's
A
like
lot, yeah.
What's really cool about it too is like you're kind of in charge of your own success. A lot of people are like, this guy's doing really good. Why am I not doing
Right.
good? Well, he's committed.
Yeah,
It's hard
exactly.
to say sometimes they're
Yeah,
committed.
but it is true. It's like, well, what is he doing that you're not doing? Maybe observe that and try and imitate it.
Exactly.
Because he probably is committed.
Exactly. What you just said is right on it. When I got into the car business, there were guys there that were 25 years in. And,
Yeah.
I just I was like, wow, this guy is consistently selling 20 cars.
I know.
I think instead of hanging out with this guy that's my friend that's selling 2 or 3 cars,
Yep.
I'm going to kind of mirror this guy and try to
Yeah.
be a sponge and just ask him questions.
Right, have you
And
do it.
man, that was really important for
That's
me.
awesome. Yeah, referrals are huge.
Yeah, it was awesome. So.
Yeah, that's great. That's great feedback.
Kind of to recap on some success as well is just like surrounding yourself with good people. Honestly, my whole team I just really have a lot of respect, and these guys have been kind of mentors for me in this part. Jim and Jeremiah, just absolutely great resource, really good dudes. I consider them friends.
Right.
But along with that as well is each one of our sales associates. I talk about it all the time in my morning meetings. Like, culture is so important. And what's important about culture is getting everybody on the same page. And I can sit here and say that, like, my team is on the same page. I like every member of my team.
Yeah.
Honestly, we always try to do stuff outside of work to just kind of grow that bond. And they all like each other. And I just, I love all of them, honestly. Really good people. And, when you're at a dealership with a good culture to where not everybody's trying to, and sell, some people can be like,
stab you in the
back or,
Yeah.
Try to skate you.
Yeah.
We don't have that here. And honestly, it's just like Jim and Jeremiah are on that same wavelength, Frank as well, to where, we've tried to build a relationship within our sales team to just make it a place that people want to come to work. They're happier to come to work. They're friends outside of work.
Yeah.
And what happens in that is you get people that stay longer.
Right.
Right. And it's kind of like, hey, if it's your day off and you got a partner on the other team and they're helping you out. So I'm blessed in that sense that we have a really, really strong team. I can sit here and think of everybody.
Right.
I don't have any picks or quals with anybody.
Yeah. Isn't that great, though?
Yeah.
Because I always say, you spend more time at work than you do at home in all reality. And it should be fun. It should be enjoyable. And you guys have done a phenomenal job at the Honda store creating that kind of environment. I come in right away and you can feel it. So thank you for that.
I appreciate that. It's you're very welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Zach, thank you so much for giving us your time and your talent and sharing yourself with our company and a little bit more today with everybody else. So thank you again. We really appreciate everything you do for us.
Absolutely. It's an honor. Excited to see the future.
Yep, me too.